Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, owners of menacing dogs are being warned to have their dogs desexed or face a fine and seizure of their dog. Local adventure tourism operators have taken part in the Adventure Forum designed by Tourism Industry New Zealand. And the cream of Australia and New Zealand's classical singing talent are competing this weekend in the New Zealand ARIA competition. Owners of menacing dogs are being warned to have their dogs desexed or face a fine and seizure of their dog. Rotorua District Council has resolved to enforce the full provisions of Section 33E of the Dog Control Act 1996. This means the owner of any dog classified as a menacing dog under the provisions of the Act must, within 1 month, produce a certificate issued from a registered vet certifying that the dog has been neutered. RDC Animal Control Supervisor Kevin Coots says the majority of people affected are those who own American Pit Bull Terrier types and dogs crossed with that breed.
When the 2003 legislation came in after the Carolina Anderson attacks, we didn't have the statistics, and we still thought it depends on the owner of the dog, which a lot of it does. But we now have them. American Pit Bull Terriers, their crosses and Pit Bull types, represent 1.5% of the dog population in New Zealand. They are representative of 18.5% of the dog attacks on people. And we haven't gone near attacks on other animals, that's just on people. So it's way out of proportion. So it's time something was done. Other councils do it, like for instance Waikato do it, Hamilton do it, South Auckland do it, a few others. We're doing it now. We've got to do something about these dogs. They're in the wrong hands, and when they're in the wrong hands, they're an accident waiting to happen.
Local adventure tourism operators have taken part in the Adventure Forum designed by Tourism Industry New Zealand. The forum updated attendees on the new adventure activities regulations and safety audit requirements. Organiser Rachel Moore says they are aiming at operators, contractors and senior staff responsible for safety management systems. She says the forum is part of the services and safety resources she says are world leading.
As a nation looking forward, we can be really proud of that. We have resources now that are in place to help our sector that are unique globally. We have a website called Support Adventure that's been put together solely for operators, for people that are managing these commercial operations, a place to share knowledge, to ensure that everyone can access it in one place and that it's current. There's a lot going on in our sector now that the rest of the world's looking at and following.
The New Zealand ARIA competition celebrates the 20th anniversary this weekend when the top 10 sing in the finals on Sunday with the Auckland Philharmonic Orchestra. Competition started today and continues tomorrow at the Civic Theatre. Convener Ian Edwards says the New Zealand ARIAs are a stepping stone for our up-and-coming talent who have in the past gone on to international success. He says great prizes are also on offer, including a $3,000 prize for the top Māori song.
And it's just simply at the end of all this weekend's performance, gets down to first, second and third. Big prize for first, $15,000 package.
That's a good prize.
It's a good one, and that helps to springboard these people off to further studies. In fact, the winner we will send to an equivalent event in Sydney, a $55,000 first prize over there. And dare I say, in the last decade, 5 people from this competition have gone from here and won that award in Australia. It's a wonderful stepping stone for an international career.
And there's more from Ian Edwards on this weekend's prestigious competition in tonight's City News. And in sport tonight, youth is at the forefront of the Bay of Plenty women's representative cricket team as they start their ND women's campaign at Blake Park this weekend. While the team is young in age, with 6 of the top 10 team members still eligible for the Bay Secondary School girls team, all but one of the youngsters have previously made their Bay senior women's team debut. And international netball is on this Sunday at the Tect Arena in Tauranga. New Zealand play South Africa as part of the Quad Series, which also involves Australia and England. OK, let's check out the weekend weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, good news, fine weather with light winds and a low of 4. Tomorrow for Saturday, fine spells, northwesterlies developing, a high of 19 and a low of 9. The outlook forward to Sunday, rain followed by some showers, westerlies developing, a high of 18 and a low of 6. And to the marine forecast for Saturday, northwesterlies 10 knots developing in the afternoon, waves less than half a metre and long fine spells. And don't forget to check out our program listings and upcoming events in our great city. You can go to tvrotorua.co.nz. And coming up after the break, Carly Jackson visits with Senior Dog Controller Kevin Coots. Alan Solomon talks to Ian Edwards about the New Zealand ARIA competition on this weekend. And we meet Marta from Brazil in our Neighbours in the Community series.